what you say after I am, you become. The Bible says it many, many years ago, 2,000 years it was written, I am the way, the light. That was not ego of the Christ vibration. That was the truth. The I am is the way, the light, and the forward. And you are a Christ. Even if some of you sit back now and say, I can't be Christ. You are the Christ. You are Derek the Christ. You are John the Christ. You are Susan the Christ. We may have your names wrong. It doesn't matter. But you know what we mean. The Christ is a vibration within you. So you are Derek the Christ. John the Christ. Do you get our drift?
Yes.
Thank you. You're not asleep. We love it. In this understanding of this feminine divinity that we come through, I offer you love, compassion and understanding, that the ones who have lost people, the people who have gone from this planet either very young, just come onto this planet, either through miscarriages or abortions or cot deaths, they still exist in a dimension of spirit. And we know we would not talk about this tonight if it wasn't relevant. Do you understand?
Yes.
But the ones who've reached the grand scale of what you may call in your physical form old age, they are still with us. But they've been reborn, some of them, into the physical plane to go through an experience once again because they have chose it. And we say good for you, because it is like playing Russian roulette. You're taking a chance on life. The soul karma. And in the soul karma you choose what you wish to get rid of, to remove, to ease the karma off. So our love here, the reason why we speak sometimes in a heightened voice, because the energy is coming forward. It's no good to speak sometimes in a slow voice, because you might go to sleep on us and we don't want that. So this is why we come through in a mixture of voices. But I'm still the same energy, the energy of love. And this is what you are, beloveds. Do not think because the names are important that we are special. We are not. We've mastered the earth conditions the same as you are trying to master now. And we will say trying out. Take the word trying out and we'll say you have mastered. All you're doing is fine-tuning yourself. Screwdriver here, nut and bolt here, a tweak here, a new bumper here, if you can consider yourself a car. He considers himself an Aston Martin, but he's got a long way to go because he's got no engine in it yet. So you see, you're fine-tuning yourself in realizing the beauty of who you are. Many of you here have been misunderstood, laughed at, pointed fun at, crucified basically by your friends, your loved ones, and even your children. And we will say, rejoice in this, beloveds, rejoice. Because in the crucifixion, you go into yourself and say, why? And as you question yourself, a new you is born. Do you understand?
Yeah.
A new you comes out and says, why? And in that asking the question, I want to know why, you kind of search for yourself outside yourself. And some of you, hopefully most of you, search within, why me? And that is where you gather the strength. You are more than the physical body. When my beloved was crucified, he showed himself to one of his friends, the disciples. Do not touch my body, it is not cured yet. It takes 3 days. The transition from the earthly plane to the spiritual plane does take time. But the transition within your mind to your heart is instant. How do you wish to think about yourselves? and we say, do not trust your mind, the ego, for it's there to guide you sometimes around the bend, down the road, up the wall, until you realise you've had enough, and one concentrates the energy within, and that is where you find the peace, the power, and who you truly are in this life. There is another life waiting for you, the life of peace, tranquility. But alas, beloveds who sit here and listen to our kind words, you are not at that stage yet. The part of you call your soul, your spirit, is rejoicing in this, what you may call, challenge. We would say, take the word challenge away, and we would replace it with experience. You are having an experience that you've chosen, but forgotten about it. And all we are doing here is saying, beloveds, this is what you chose. This is what he chose here now, to remind himself of what he did in past lives, to come back this time and to open the gate of tranquility, of teaching, of remembering, in service. Each and every one of you are in service here, to yourself and to your brother and sister. Please remember that when you walk out and you go into your homes. Remember, you are connected. How people look up to you for guidance. Now you look to yourself, your inner self, for guidance, and now you may ask for the guidance outside of you. The guidance is there. Some of you will start to understand your higher self. There are countless higher selves that you work with, that live or vibrate on a different vibration, multitasking. Different vibrations around the earth. This is trying to make it easy for people to understand. There is a portion of you watching now, giving you information. You wouldn't be here if your higher self hadn't contacted you. Or the advertising of this particular place. You understand? Thank you. You missed it.
Yes.
Thank you. We can come in and out of him like this. And when we leave, he feels empty. When we come back, he said, where have you been? We've always been here, beloveds. We are with all of you now in different forms, in a thought pattern, in a word, in an energy. We see, we hear your very thoughts. And in understanding the words we use at this time, I hope the words give peace and give you tranquility. We've noticed he said, he's looking at the word tranquility. He knows it's not right, but this is his personality. This is good. We let your little secret. He used to give himself different names a long time ago, because he could never say the name of Denis. So people asked him his name and he said John, Norman, Frederick. Until one day he was copped out when somebody said, you're called Denis. He said, yeah, but I can never say it. So that's why he had different names. Do you understand?
Yes.
So he takes, and we understand the emphasis he puts on the voice. And having a speech impediment, there you copped it, many years ago, very important, because the voice carries energy. Listen to a singer, how they capture your heart with the words and the level, and how they pronounce, and the lyrics and the harmony. For the words that we are manifesting within our instrument now have a colour. And your heart, all of you, is picking this colour up. and it's digesting within your vibration, hopefully bringing you the harmony that each and every one of you is searching for at this particular time in the individuality state that you are.